Hello and welcome back. This is the Gamer 2.0. Today we're going to be continuing on with Thousand Arms. Last time we were doing some dates, and actually, this time I think we're going to be continuing doing some dates just because definitely want to get everyone up to level 6 on intimacy level. Currently, we have level 3 on both Mill and Nelsha. So I'm going to continue taking Mill on dates while we're here, because I want to try taking Nelsha to the town that we initially met her at and take her to the clock tower, because I think that might be a better date spot than just kind of taking her around here.
Is my elemental power useful to you in the creation of weapons?
So here we have, that's why we're dating, or the weapons I can make are much better because of you. I know last time when we tried the, that's why we're dating, the girl did not like the response, so I'm gonna try the weapons I can make are much better because of you, because it, kind of shows that she's the reason kind of why our stuff is better. And it's not specifically because of that we're dating.
It's kind of embarrassing to hear that from you. Mice is being straightforward, and his words are delightful. He is making a good impression. Do you believe that each person has one true love?
Alright, so we have, I gotta believe she's right here in front of me. Or I think there are lots of choices. Definitely think that B is not the best way to go about this. Although, I don't know, I guess it's more like realistic, I guess. Because there's always like choices of like who you can choose to date or be with. But I think A is the more romantic response. And I think that's probably gonna go better for her. So we're gonna do I gotta believe she's right in front of you.
Oh, come on! You're embarrassing me! Life.
Alright, so we have its ups and downs, or goes on even when there are bad things. So for her, I think it's better to go with B. Goes on even when there are bad things. Just because with A just has its ups and downs, so there's good things and bad things, whereas B is like, it's, you know, it still moves forward even when there are bad things, but it always continues moving forward. So I'm gonna try B here. I think A might be a better response, but I'm gonna try B.
Do you truly believe so? I'm sure you're unaware of my training as a gourmet cook.
Alright, so we have, will you cook something for me, or no way, you're just kidding, right? I definitely think A is the better play here, just because, it's like, I believe that she's a good cook, so I'm gonna ask her to cook something for me. Whereas B is just like, you're just kidding, right? You're not really a good cook. So let's go with A.
The next dinner's on me. Trusting someone is very important, don't you think?
Alright, so we have, I'd never betray you, or I'd be lucky if you trust me. B is just kind of like, yeah, you know, I'm not really trustworthy in and of myself, so it requires luck in order for you to trust me, whereas A is I'd never betray you. Definitely showing that mice can be trusted, but with the fact that the game is all about dating different girls, A is definitely a lie here. But I think A is a better response in this situation, so we're gonna go with A.
I didn't know about your romantic side. I'm feeling depressed.
Alright, so we have, what's wrong? Is there anything I can do? Or, I'm hungry, but I'm broke. So B definitely just kind of ignores what she just kind of says, and is just kind of taking her as complaining. Whereas A is actually trying to show a little bit of compassion and trying to be like, you know, well, is there anything I can do to help? Is there anything that... Because obviously if you're telling me, there's a reason why you're telling me. So I think A is the better response here, so we're going to go with that.
No, it's okay. Unless you can help me with this polynomial equation. Sometimes I'm ashamed of my weakness.
Alright, so we have, life can be very difficult, but I think you're strong. And B is, but you just crushed a soda can. B is definitely more of like a jokey response, whereas A is more of like a realistic. But I think A is actually kind of talking a little bit more about there's different kinds of strength, because there's like strength of body, strength of mind, strength of spirit, and you can be strong in one aspect and weak in another. Because she might be worried that she's weak physically, but mentally she's strong because she's portrayed as a very smart or intelligent character. So I'm gonna say A.
Thanks. You're the first to say that to me. Mice is cool. Can you eat haggis?
Alright, so we have I can handle it, or I guess I could if I wanted to, but I wouldn't like it. So A is definitely a display of confidence. B is basically saying that without ever having tried it, I already know that I wouldn't like it. But I mean, you don't know if you like something or not until you've actually had it. So I think A is the best way to go here. So I'm gonna say A.
Ew! I can't believe you! Can you expel methane gas in my presence?
So that's basically can you park in front of me. So we have I have nothing to hide from you, or sure, want to see the blue flame. I think that A is a better response here because she definitely seems to be a little more like proper than some of the other characters. So I'm gonna say A.
I think that's wrong, because we understand each other. We should be considerate. Isn't that so?
Well, I mean, the other response is basically like way too childish, but okay.
Don't you think I've been gaining weight?
So we have, don't worry about it, you're still as cute as ever, or yeah, it's getting there. Yeah, I don't think we're ever gonna pick the B option here. I think it's always gonna be, don't worry about it, you're still as cute as ever.
I don't know how you manage to say these things without blushing. Thank you for today, Mice. I enjoyed every minute of it. Is there anything you're curious about?
Alright, so here we can ask about something from her. So I think what is your dream is just kind of like the best like first question we can ask, because it's like, what do you want to do in the future?
My dream is to solve all the mysteries I encounter in life. I'd love to find someone who could help me. It'll be perfect if they're from a noble family, have a steady income, and of course, are fun to watch. Bye!
Alright, so it wasn't a great ending to the date, but it wasn't a ended early situation. And didn't get any level up there. like multiple dates in the same spot, but I don't really think that this one has a lot of different places.
Do you believe that each person has one true love?
So we have I don't know what to say, or I think that's true. My past experience tells me so. Which is basically saying like I've already met my true love. Whereas A is like I'm not sure like what to say about it. I don't know, because like I think if so B can mean that I've already found them and it's not the person in front of me, whereas A is like I just don't know. So I'm gonna say B, because that can also infer that because we've known her in the past that she could possibly be the one. So I'm gonna try B, although I don't really like that response, but I think A is just like, you know, very non-committal with anything. So I'm gonna say B.
I guess that's the way you are, mice. Life.
Alright, so we have is a lot of fun, so take it easy, or can get tough, so we should live our lives to the fullest. I think B is the better way to go, because she wants to be active with when it comes to like solving mysteries and stuff. So I think B is the better way to go. So we're gonna say can get tough. So we live life. So we live our lives to the fullest.
You're splendid, mice. Do you believe in the existence of a supreme being?
So we have I always communicate with him, or oh, forget this question, let's hold hands. So basically, like a religion question. Saying I always communicate with him is basically saying like I always pray, and then oh, forget this question, let's hold hands. I don't think that that's right with her specifically, because she wants to solve like the mysteries of life. And like if there is or is not a supreme being is kind of like the ultimate mystery of humanity. So I'm gonna say A. Even though she is like really heavily like reliant on science, which is very much like repeating results. So it can be a little bit difficult with this, but I'm gonna say A.
You don't have to tell me what I already know.
Okay.
Do people see us as lovers by any chance?
Alright, so we have what? Why do you ask? Or I thought we were already. Well, definitely not B, with us being only up to intimacy level 3. That'd probably be more for like intimacy level like 7, 8, or 9, and then like 10 would probably be like more like marriage status at that point. So I'm gonna ask her why she asked me.
Don't take it seriously. I just wanted to note your reaction. Mice, do you ever get the urge to shout out the first 127 decimals of pi?
No. Alright, so we have what? I don't know, or I'm not sure about the shouting part. Yeah, so I mean, like, I guess, like, memorizing, like, the decimal places of pi is, like, a demonstration of, like, someone's, like, power of memory. But, I mean, to actually have it as a beneficial aspect to your life, I don't really think that's, like, super important. Because, there's not really a lot that you actually use pi for unless, like, you're doing some kind of, like possibly like construction, mathematics, geometry specifically, things like that. So unless you're doing stuff like that, it's not really that important to have that information kind of taking up space in your brain. But I guess I'm gonna be honest and be like, I don't know, because I'm not sure about the shouting part. Refers to us basically knowing the 127 decibels of pi, or the first 127 decimal points of pi. So I'm gonna say I don't know.
Mice is being indecisive. Can you keep quiet when people are bragging?
Alright, so we have I like listening to you, or I'm not sure, I might start talking about myself. So B is basically like, I'm gonna match their bragging with my own bragging. A is like, I like hearing about your accomplishments, and I like to hear you brag about what you've done. So I'm gonna try A.
I don't think so. Sooner or later you'd lose interest. Sometimes I appreciate someone correcting my errors.
Alright, so we have, I'll help you if you're about to choose the wrong path, or I'll spank you if you're bad. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go with A here.
I guess I'd feel more comfortable if you were with me. The weather has such a strong effect on my emotions.
So we have, what are you trying to say? Or, yeah, it's the weather's fault. I'm gonna say A is probably a better response here, because, like, B is kind of condescending. So we're gonna go with A.
Oh, that just came out of nowhere. Can you eat haggis?
So I'm pretty sure last time we said I haven't tried that yet, so I'm gonna go with that again.
I guess so. Do you have anything to say about long-distance relationships?
Alright, so we have, my love isn't affected by distance, or I'll go anywhere for a cute girl. Definitely A is probably the better, definitely A is the better response. Because B is just like, yeah, there's, like, even if I'm in a long-distance relationship with one person, I'd still go and be in a long-distance relationship with others, just because I'll go to any distance for a cute girl. And the world is full of cute girls, so I'm gonna say A.
You're a very passionate person, Mice. Thank you for today, Mice. I enjoyed every minute of it. Is there anything you're curious about?
Alright, so we've already asked her about her dreams, so what do you want the most?
Mice, I don't need anything as long as you're with me. I never get bored when I watch you. Bye.
Okay, but we did get the intimacy level up. So I can take her to the forge, see if, like, we have any possible new spells or new abilities to unlock. Yeah, she basically just didn't answer the question that we asked at the end there. So we have defense down, but that is going to require 100 points per character. Yeah, might as well give that to all the girls. And Mice, of course, as Mice is always in the front line, so him being able to cast the spells. quite useful. And I'm not really sure how much we have left in the main story of the game. Just because it looks like we finally got all of our characters. Because if we go into like the menu for the game, like we can see that all the characters are basically there because you have your 3 main and then your 4 backup. So I'm not sure how much more there is left to the game. Because a lot of times, like when you get your final character, you're kind of like closing in on the end. And right now we only have 3 summons. So not sure how many summons that we're supposed to get. Alright, so I'm gonna do her minigame again. See if I can't possibly get
Ready?
a little bit of heaven
Begin.
intimacy here. Alright.
That's correct. That's correct. Well done. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. That's correct. It's not over yet. Well done. Well done. Time's up. You did a good job. Your grade is A.
So I'm not really sure why that score is lower than the other one, because the other one I had 7 seconds left. This one I had 12 seconds left. So if I solve them faster, shouldn't that be worth more points? Oh, great. And that actually got her a full intimacy level up. So we can run in, take another quick look. See if we've got any new abilities to forge into weapons. Geo Plus, and it's now 130. So yeah, this is just seriously eating into all of my MP. So giving all the backline girls access to that spell, I don't think is really necessary. And that's just because, like, it's only a spell that you can really use when you're in the front line, and they should never really be in the front line. So I don't really think that it's really necessary to actually give them access to the spells. So I'm just gonna leave them without access to like the damaging spells. But that should mean that we're just about done with Mill for now. And we can get her the last level up for Intimacy. And then head over and finish up with some Milsha dates, as long as I actually have some MP left. Which is not guaranteed, because it's starting to get expensive just to do anything. Alright. Just another date.
Which part of your body do you like the most?
Alright, starting you out with an interesting question here. So we have, I guess, my eyebrows, just like my father, or my hairy legs. So I think A kind of shows that we're putting a little bit more thought into the actual question, whereas B is just like, I'm gonna make a jokey answer. So I'm gonna say A.
I see. You closely resemble your father, too. You have many, many other girls on your mind, don't you?
So we have, what? How'd you find out? Or, you're the only girl I love from the bottom of my heart. So A is definitely just like, yeah, you got me. I'm here with you, but I'm thinking about other girls. Whereas B is like, no, I only have eyes for you. And that's definitely the answer that I'm gonna go with.
Do you truly believe so? Do you believe in the existence of a supreme being?
Alright, so we have, I'm not sure, but I do believe in angels because you're here. And then B is, there may be a god of misfortune. So, I'm gonna say A because B is, just like, well, there is at least like a god of bad things because bad things happen to me. And I don't think people really want to hear about that. So I'm gonna say A.
Oh, come on, mice. Researching the idiosyncrasies of someone new is so interesting.
Alright, so we have, well, we were meant to meet, or there's a lot of amazing things in this world. So when she's talking about the idiosyncrasies of like the people that she meets, I think A is probably the better response because B is just like, yeah, there's just lots of amazing things in the world that doesn't really like point to the fact that it has to do specifically with the people. It's just like, yeah, just like the stuff in the world is amazing. And then like A also brings us back to like the current point that we're at where we're talking about each other and getting to know each other better. So I'm gonna say A.
Do you truly believe so? Do you think some obstacles are insurmountable?
Alright, so we have, nope, there's absolutely nothing that I can't accomplish, or it depends. A is definitely the more like gung-ho and optimistic approach, whereas B is like, oh, sometimes like there's just things that can't be done. But there's that saying like, you know, where there's a will, there's a way. So there's always an opportunity for you to be able to do it. You just have to have the will and wanting to do so. So I'm gonna say A.
Is it possible for you to make me happy then?
So we yes I can, or I'll try. So, definitely gonna say yes I can.
You don't know how happy I am. It's a promise, Mice. I don't get it. Why are you so concerned with befriending all the girls you meet?
So we have, what are you talking about? You're the only girl I love, or for B it's but I like all of them. So specifically for the events and consequences of the game, B is kind of necessary because you do need to basically form relationships with all the girls so that you can get the best weapons, the best spells, and all the different abilities for each character. Whereas A is definitely like the better response when you're on a date with somebody and you're talking to them about befriending other people of the same gender as them. So I'm gonna say A.
I don't know how you manage to say these things without blushing. Will you take good care of me?
So we have I'll do my best, or what? I'm not ready for a commitment yet. Which that's not necessarily like a super committed question, but that is a question that does hint at wanting to be something a little bit more than just acquaintances, friends, or something like that. Which I'm pretty sure is what she's looking for, because a lot of the ways that she's described, like the person that she's looking for or the person that she wants to be with, is basically Mice. So I'm gonna say I'll do my best.
Gee, Mice, you're so happy-go-lucky. Am I that childish?
So we have I like you that way, or no, you don't act childish. So if she's concerned about it, I would say B is the better way to go. Because A is basically confirming that she is childish, but I don't think we've really seen her do anything specifically childish. Because she tries to act mature, she tries to act very intelligent. So I would say B is probably the better way to go here.
Thank you. Can you expel methane gas in my presence?
So again with the first question. So last time we did A and she didn't like it, so I guess sure, want to see the blue flame?
What? Oh, I see. That's an interesting experiment.
Okay.
Mice volunteers to be the subject of experimentation.
Pretty sure that's not what I said.
Thank you for today, Mice. I enjoyed every minute of it. Is there anything you're curious about?
Alright, so we know what her dream is. We did ask her what do you want the most, which she refused to answer. I guess we can ask what is most important to you?
It must be this notepad. You know, it's very important to keep records. Your privacy? In search of knowledge, privacy is such an insignificant matter. The truth is out there, Mice. Bye!
Alright, so no intimacy up, but I think it was a good date overall. Got definitely some intimacy points, because we didn't get any of the bad sound of like the losing intimacy. But I definitely gotta say, I really don't like Mill's sprite. I think it looks very, very awkward compared to like a lot of the other characters. And I am just trying to find another place that I can possibly take her for a date that's just constantly taking her to the tree is probably not going to be super interesting. But it looks like that might be the only actual place to actually take her on a date. I don't think I can go really anywhere else. Let's see here. Alright, so I guess we found Dad's room. Okay, I guess we can take her to Mice's room for a date. Very interesting, choice.
Mice, does a person's life have more weight than this planet?
So we have the question of the life of one versus the life of many, because everyone lives on the planet, and the planet houses multiple trillions of lives, basically. Because, you know, there's billions of insects, well, probably hundreds of billions of insects alone. Fish, mammals, humans, or is like one life worth sacrificing all of that for. So the more romantic response is of course, but like the more realistic response is like, I don't think so. And I think that she would appreciate B more being someone a little bit more scientifically focused than A would be. Because A is just, it's kind of like unreasonable, whereas B is, like, if you had to sacrifice a single person to save the world, would you do it? I think B definitely would be the response here. So I'm gonna try that. Hopefully it doesn't backfire here.
Oh, you're quite logical. Surprisingly, Mice has a logical way of thinking. Must not take him lightly. Can you withstand the effects of living in poverty?
Alright, so we have, if there's love I can, or life is tough when you don't have money. Well, life is tough when you don't have money, but there are ways to live without money, so you don't necessarily always have to have money in order to live even a decent life. But it does require extra work, and it does require extra like focus, attention, in order to get things to kind of happen the way that you need to, in order to kind of thrive like that. Whereas A is definitely the more romantic response, so I'm gonna say A here. Just because it's like, you know, if I'm with someone else, it does increase like the amount of food or other requirements that you need, but it also, like, interaction is also kind of required for most human beings, so I'm gonna say A.
You know that love can't feed you, right? Are you okay? Mice is unable to distinguish between reality and fantasy. I think he needs help. What are your perceptions of me, Mice?
So we have, you're closer than a friend, but not much more, or sort of like a cat. Yeah, I don't think B is the right response here, so, because it's like, yeah, you're kind of like a pet that I keep around, versus you're closer than a friend, but not much more. I mean, like, we're at intimacy level 5, so we're not like quite at like boyfriend girlfriend, I don't think. So I'm gonna say A, because B is just like, yeah, you're just a pet. I don't think that's gonna be a good response in any situation.
You are so brutal.
Yeah, she didn't like that.
I didn't realize that it was this late.
And she is ending the date early. Alright.
Sorry, I have to go now. Bye-bye.
Yeah, just an overall not great date. Don't really think the choice of venue was very good. So basically, it's take her to my room or take her to the big tree in the center of the park. So we're definitely going to the big tree in the center of the park.
Do you think people meet by destiny?
So we have, of course I do, right? Or of course not. So A is the romantic response, B is the more logical response. So I'm gonna say A because that kind of infers that, you know, like we met because of destiny. So I'm gonna say A.
You're splendid, Mice. I'm feeling depressed.
Alright, so we have had this question before, so I believe A is the correct choice here.
No, it's okay. Unless you can help me with this polynomial equation. I think there are more than the 3 previously considered forms of love.
So we have I love you very much, or how do you love me then? I mean, A is basically just like going all in at this point, whereas B is more inquisitive. So I think that she'll probably like B more. But then again, we know that she's kind of had a crush on Mice for a while. So like kind of reciprocating the love or the affection might be good here too. I guess we can go more the inquisitive route and be like, well, how do you love me then?
I think you're a good person.
Okay, that was a good response.
You have many, many other girls on your mind, don't you?
Alright, so we did have this question before, and I believe B was the correct response.
Do you truly believe so? Do you prefer pink on me or blue?
Alright, so we did have this question before, but I don't remember how the response ended, because I do remember that I picked, I think white is the best. So I'm gonna try, I think both look good on you. I just don't remember how this happened last time. So, A.
You can't make up your mind, huh? Forget it. Do you have anything to say about long-distance relationships?
Alright, so A is the correct response here, I believe.
You're a very passionate person, Mice. Do you think I'm naive?
Alright, so here's a new question. So we have, of course not, why do you ask that? Or, hey, how'd you figure that out? So I'm gonna go with A. Because B is like, yeah, you're definitely naive and you're only just realizing that now.
You're right. What am I saying? How beautiful.
So we have, yeah, I agree, she's gorgeous, or, oh, you're so cute. I'm gonna go with B because A is just like, yeah, I'm looking at another girl. Whereas B is like, yeah, you're cute.
It's my pleasure. What kind of activities do you like doing when you're bored?
So we have, I like reading books and listening to music, or I breathe. Well, when you're bored, reading books and listening to music is always a better way to go than just doing nothing. I'm gonna say A.
Oh, I didn't expect that from you.
Well, the other one probably wouldn't have been a very good
What do you
response.
think we'd be doing right now if we hadn't met?
Alright, so we have I'd be searching the world for you, or I'd be hot tubbing with the babes. Yeah, I'm definitely going with A here.
I see. You must think very highly of me. Thank you for today, Mice. I enjoyed every minute of it. Is there anything you're curious about?
So I think it's actually kind of interesting because with Mill, we have never gotten a kiss on a date, even though we've had good dates with her. I kind of already know when her first love was, because she speaks very, very highly of mice and describes mice with a lot of the things that she says that she wants in a partner. We've already asked what your dream is, we've already asked what do you want most, and we've already asked what is most important to you. So, you're gonna listen to your childhood story. When was your first love? Is there any concerns that you have, or will you give me... not sure what 7 is referring to, but I probably want to exhaust everything else before I actually select that response. So, I guess we can embarrass her and ask her about her first love.
Perhaps you were already something more than just a research subject to me. How romantic. The one who broadened my view on science may turn out to be my companion for life. Mice is taking my words seriously. Funny guy. Bye.
Alright, and so we should level up to 6. So, that means that we're done with Mill for now. But I do want to go and check and see if we do have any new spells or abilities. Alright, so let's see here. Alright, so no new spells or abilities, that's fine. Kind of got what we need for now. Alright. So now we can do a bit of a change of scenery. Head back to the other town over where the Langoot is parked. Alright. Just kind of want to run in here and check and see if any possibility of having elemental spirits or anything in here that I can kind of replenish a little bit. Just because all the dating has diminished it quite a lot. No, doesn't look like it. Okay. Well, guess we're heading back out into the world map. Gonna throw down a save. So this is the place where we met Nelsha before heading into the forest. So now the ghost should be no longer terrorizing the town because we did defeat Ratchet. Right. Nell Shauna date. I believe it's this way to the clock tower. Because this guy says that the clock tower is a great place to have a date.
Is it okay for Nelsha to cry?
So we have why, or are you alright? So we're definitely gonna go with A, just to kind of show a little bit of like compassion towards the fact that she's feeling down.
What are you saying? It's just a joke. Mice, what kind of girls do you like?
So we have, I like a girl just like you, or I want someone who will let me slack off and not hassle me. Well, the thing is like, so B is kind of true as long as like you're working hard and you can get the opportunity to relax without feeling pressured to do more when you've already been working rather hard. Whereas A is very just kind of on the nose, like, I like girls like you, so I like you. So A is definitely the better response here, but I do think it's kind of interesting that we've got B as well. So we're gonna go with A.
Thanks, you're so sweet. Do you think it's cool to be an adult?
Alright, so we have, I like you the way you are, or why do you want to be an adult so badly? So I'm gonna say I like you the way that you are, because, well, that does imply that she is childish, because she doesn't act like an adult. But she likes toys, she likes, you know, very, like, she likes kid stuff. Which I think is fine, as long as, like, that doesn't become, like, an obsession for, like, your entire life. To, like, enjoy things that, you know, are more kid-like. Because, I mean, even people, like, enjoy figurines, and they enjoy, you know, things like that. And as long as, like, it's not, like, an obsession where you believe that they're real, you, like, have conversations with them, you treat them like real people. As long as it doesn't get to that point, I don't see a reason why you would have to kind of give that step up at any point. As long as, like, because I mean, like, you can really understand, like, or enjoy certain things, even though it may not be meant for your age group. So I'm gonna say I like you the way you are.
You're the first person to tell Nelsha that. What color do you like, pink or blue?
Well, she's covered in pink, so I'm guessing the better answer is pink. But I think you'd look beautiful in any color. I mean, like, I think that's probably good too, just because she is, like, very interested in fashion. And so being able to utilize different colors to make different like looks or appearances, I think is actually gonna be a good choice here as well. But it is also kind of not in the middle, so I think, like, focusing in on the pink, the fact that she's, you know, wearing pink stuff, and she's got pink glasses, a pink shirt, and even her little, like, puffballs on her shirt are pink as well. I know they're different shades, but I mean, like, it's all basically pink. So I'm gonna say I like pink. It's a girl's color.
Oh, I see. You have that kind of taste. Mice, how do you sleep at night?
Normally when someone asks me that question, it's not a very good thing. It's like, how do you sleep at night doing what you do? But we have, sometimes I hug my pillow, or I sleep well if a gorgeous lady is next to me. Well, if she's asking us that, then she's obviously not the gorgeous lady next to us. So I'm gonna say sometimes I hug the pillow.
Nelsha can't sleep without her teddy bear. Do you think astrology can tell us if we're meant to be together?
No. Astrology is not really something that you can take any real, like, guidance from. It only holds as much weight as you choose to put in it. And so if you live your life based on astrology, it's probably not going to be the best way to go. So, I just don't know how she feels about it, because, I mean, like, I believe so is good if she thinks astrology is more prevalent than it actually is, or I think it's a waste of time. It's better if they don't really believe in it. But she does act more childish, so I'm gonna say A would be a better response here, to believe in something fantastical versus, like, actual logic and results. I'm gonna say A.
Oh, mice! By the way, why is Nelsha here?
So we've had this question before. I believe B is the correct response, so I'm gonna do B.
Mice? You don't like Nelsha?
No, that wasn't a good response. That's not true. I do like you.
Nelsha is so happy. What do you like about your looks?
So I guess my eyebrows, just like my father, or my hairy legs. I'm gonna go with eyebrows again.
I see. You resemble your dad? Mice, do you ever wish you could eat the clouds like cotton candy?
So we have, I bet they taste good, or I bet you're sweeter. Well, I mean, A is directly responding to her question, or her statement, I guess, whereas B is definitely a more romantic approach. So I'm gonna try B here, just because I think, although I think A might be a better response because it is directly responding to her, whereas B is just more, let me throw a compliment back at her instead of talking about what she's talking about. I'm gonna try B.
Nelsha's not food, silly. Thanks. Nelsha had a wonderful time with you. Nelsha hopes she'll see you soon. Mwah.
Alright, so yeah, I think it's definitely interesting that when it came to Mill, like, we never got any type of kiss from Mill, but when it comes to all the other girls, they're willing to kiss Mice at the end of the date. Definitely an interesting thing, or definitely an interesting kind of situation there. But I do want to try to find the smithy. It looks like this is it right here. And just see if Nelsha gives us anything new with level 4 intimacy. So we do get Kylene's special attack of fascination. So let's give that to her. So I don't know if the spells are going to change at all, because she and Mill both have the earth element. So I don't know if the spells are going to change, but I do think that the the main girls do have different special abilities that they can actually give to other people. I'm gonna take her on another date.
The psychic told me Nilsha's good-natured.
Yeah, you don't need a psychic to tell you that. So you've charmed everyone, or, I'm not sure about your looks, though. So, yeah, B is just an insult. A is, the better response here, so we're gonna go with A.
Do you think that's good?
Yes. So we have, I want to be complimented by all the girls in the world, or your charm sure worked on me. And I think B is definitely the better response, because talking about all the girls in the world is not the best response when you're on a date with someone else.
Do you really think so? Oh, it's so pretty.
Alright, so we have nothing is as beautiful as you, or beautiful, where's the beautiful lady? Yeah, we're gonna go with A.
But Nilsha isn't confident in herself. Would you be able to fart in front of me?
Alright, so we have, oops, sorry, I just did it, or I can't do such a thing in front of you. Well, we know that she's childish, or she likes childish things. So I think A might be the better response here, although, like, being like that on a date, it probably isn't the best idea to ever do, but we're gonna go with A.
What? Oh, sheesh!
Yeah.
Did you know that girls can see what's going on inside people's heads?
So we have, is that true? That kind of scares me. Or, I bet you are, you crushed the soda can with one hand. I don't know what B has to do anything with what she just said, so I'm gonna say, A.
What are you saying? It's just a joke. What are you looking at?
Alright, so we have a really cute girl in front of me, or, wow, that lady over there is so good looking. Definitely A.
Oh, Mice. What's your personality type, Mice?
So we have yes, or my lusty personality can't be described by any one type. Definitely not me, so I guess yes.
Unfair.
Yeah, the other response wasn't
Do
very
you
good.
like being with Nelsha?
So we have of course I do, or yeah, sure. We're definitely going with A.
Good! You're being honest, right?
Yep. So we have yes, or just kidding. Again, definitely A.
Thanks! Nelsha's so happy! What do you like about your looks?
So we have my alluring eyes, or my looks, I don't know. Well, we know that Nelsha isn't super confident in herself. But I don't know if we should be mirroring that as a potential suitor. So I'm gonna say A, even though that does kind of feel a little bit kind of like high on yourself. I'm gonna say A.
Mice, you're such a show-off.
Yeah.
Nelsha gotta go home now.
And she's ending the day early. Alright.
Nelsha's sorry, she gotta go now.
Yep. Well. Let's take her on another date, I guess. Hopefully only one or two more and we can head on to the next story point. Which I believe we're going to Miss Cantonia next.
Can you stand listening to people brag?
So we have I like listening to you, or I'm not sure, I might start talking about myself. Well, obviously she doesn't like people that show off, so we're gonna say I like listening to you.
Really? Nelsha think you'd get bored. Why do men like to have lots of girls?
So we have, it's best if it's just you and me, or, but it's every man's dream. So I'm gonna say, definitely A, just because, B is just like, yeah, you know, like, it's every man's dream to be with lots of beautiful women, whereas A is just like, no, I'd rather it just be you and me, because it's a lot more, like, intimate and connected with the individual than it is with multiple people.
You're so nice, but Nelsha don't think you can do anything about it. Nelsha gotta go home now.
And she's already ending the date after 2 questions.
Nelsha's sorry, she gotta go.
Great, I love wasting my MP on a date that lasts for 2 whole questions. So this is 75 MP to try to get 1 level for intimacy.
Did you know Nelsha can read palms? Show me yours and she'll see what the future holds for you.
Alright, so we have, what, right now? Or, I haven't washed my hands though. So I think we're gonna go with A.
You're blushing. You're so cute. What does it mean to be a man?
Alright, so we have to accomplish your dreams or to gather a harem of women. So we're definitely going with A.
Nelsha's dream is to be the world's greatest fashion designer. Did you feel anything special when we first met?
So we have sorry I forgot, or I didn't feel anything. Both terrible responses. I mean, I didn't feel anything is the worst of the responses, so being like, sorry I forgot, I mean, means it was so insignificant that I forgot about it. But I mean, it's better than like, nah, I didn't feel anything.
That's no fun. What do you think about Nelsha?
Well, last time we tried A, it didn't work out too well, which is you're closer than a friend, but not much more. Whereas sort of like a cat. I really don't like that one either, because that's like, you know, like pet status. But, I mean, last time they were like, yeah, that's so brutal that you said that, you know, closer than a friend. So, we're gonna go with B.
Nelsha's not a cat. At least she doesn't think she is. Why are you so good with girls?
So we have, it's your beauty that influences my actions, or, of course, I have lots of experience. So we're gonna go with A, because it's more of a compliment to her than being like, yeah, it's because, you know, I do this with all the girls.
Really? Could you eat a frog?
Probably not. So we have, I guess I can handle it, or I guess I could if I wanted to, but I wouldn't like it. So I'm gonna go with B.
Me neither. Does love grow when there are more obstacles?
So we have, that's right, just like two of us. Or just like the two of us. Or, I don't think it matters for me, at least. So I'm gonna say A.
Oh, mice. Don't you love those toys that come with kids' meals?
Alright, so we have You're Such a Kid, or Toys Are Cool, but can you eat onions on your hamburger? See, I don't think saying that she's such a kid is a good idea, so we're gonna go with B.
Of course! What? You can't eat onions, mice? You're such a kid! What are you thinking?
So we have I was thinking about you, or I was thinking about dinner. I'm gonna go with I was thinking about you.
Nelsha was thinking about you too! Close your eyes.
So we have okay like this, or okay but don't go away. I don't know, I think B is like more of like a cute response. Whereas A is just like, okay, yeah, I'll do it. I guess I'm gonna do B, just because I think she might like the cuter response than A. So let's try B.
Oh, darn! It was really fun. Let's go out again. Mwah.
Alright, did get intimacy level up to level 5. So we can check her possible smithing options now. I want to go that way, I want to go this way. Alright, let's see here. Magical. Okay, so we do get different spells. Not sure what magical does, but want the spell from mice. I don't know if it's gonna be something that they can cast in the backline. But I mean, I'm here. I might as well go ahead and give it to everybody, I guess. Well, all the girls. Musa and Soshi can. They can suck it, I guess. Not sure if magical is gonna like increase magical damage or something of that nature. Or if it's like protection from magical effects. Alright, there we go. Alright, I'm actually gonna do her minigame. Even though, it gets super difficult at the end of it. not a huge fan of this minigame.
Yay! Here we go! This is fun! This is fun! This is fun!
I mean, like, I don't know if I got, like, multi or anything, but just, like, spamming the shoot button.
This is fun!
Yep, and here they all come. Well, she had more vitality at the end of it than last time.
That was fun!
I don't know if that's going to give me more intimacy level points than an actual date. Did hit 76 of them though. Keep forgetting that it holds your spot on the left.
Yay! Yay! Here we go!
Alright, so I can't actually use the stick to control it, so
This is fun! This is fun! This is fun! This is fun! That hurts! Don't you stop! That hurts!
Alright, got 79. She has more health. I didn't end up shooting her once though.
That was a lot of fun!
Alright, so we at least got a B. Alright, so go on a date, not do the minigame. Alright, so hopefully this will be the last date that I need to do to get her up to 6. Then we can check the smithy, see if we've got any special abilities.
What do you do when you're bored?
Alright, so yeah, we're gonna go with reading books and listening to music.
Do you like to read picture books? Could you eat a frog?
I haven't tried that yet.
Me neither. Elsha's heart aches when you're not around.
Alright, so we have That's No Problem, I'll always be with you. Or, Oh No, Let Me Help You. So we're gonna go with A. I'll always be with you.
You act so cool, Mice. What do you think of Nelsha?
So we have I love you more than anybody in the world, or I like all the girls in the world. Well, when she's asking us what we think about her, and we're like, yeah, I like all the girls in the world. Definitely not a good response. So we're gonna go with A.
What? Do you think Nelsha's naive?
So being of course, A being of course not you're so foolish is just being like, you're not naive, you're just a fool. Or B is the more naive a girl is, the cuter she is at least a compliment. It is a backhanded compliment, but it is at least a compliment, so I'm gonna go with B.
Which is it? Is Nelsha attractive or naive? My ears are burning. Somebody's gotta be talking about Nelsha.
Alright, so we have you must be very popular, or maybe you've got an ear infection. We're gonna go with A.
You think so? Nelsha's so happy. Do you believe that our meeting was density? Destiny?
We have it doesn't matter, I only love you, or certainly every chance to meet a girl is destined. Well, because like B can be viewed as like all the girls in the world, not just her. So I'm gonna say it doesn't matter, I only love you, because I think that's more specifically tailored to her than it is to just every girl.
Wow, your mind is set. If you could take only one thing to a deserted island, what would it be?
Alright, so we'd have I take my love for you, or it wouldn't be fun if I couldn't take any girls. I guess A, because like B is like I would take girls, I guess. So A, I guess.
Nelsha bet you'd take a young lady with you. Nelsha is a good cook.
All right, so we're gonna go with the classic. Will you cook something for me? Because no way you're just kidding, right? Is probably not a good response here. So we're gonna go with A.
Not yet. You gotta wait a little longer. Would you be able to fart in front of me?
All right. So last time we did A, so I'm gonna do B.
Yeah, you think so? Thanks. Nelsha had a wonderful time with you. Nelsha hopes she'll see you soon. Mwah.
All right, got our intimacy level to level 6, so we should be good on the dates for a little while. Unfortunately, it was 2 date episodes back to back. Well, let's check the smithy, see if we've got any new possibilities here. So we're gonna use Nelsha and see if we got any special stuff. So we got the Headbuster for Weena. Go ahead and give her that. Alright, should be good. Alright, let's go back, throw down a quick save. There we go. don't need to actually rest because we didn't do any fighting. Actually, before I do... Nope, doesn't look like I can get any elemental power. No, not out of any of the lamps. Alright, well, just gonna throw down a save. Maybe running low on MP, but I have tons of money. Alright, and that'll do it for this episode. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you so choose, and I look forward to seeing everyone in the next episode.